What's going on, everybody? Wow. Welcome to another episode of, yes, everything looks different for a reason. Yes. And today's stream, we are messing with, of course, the Synth Pro in a new location behind me. So, yes. Very excited about that. What's going on, Catherine? I kind of hope that Synth Addict comes because he would be our Synthplex reporter of the evening. So let's all cross our fingers that Synth Addict shows up to tell us what is happening at Synthplex. Because I have no idea, even though it's 5 minutes away. I really don't think I'm going to go. I don't want to get sick again. I just can't do it. So anyways, what's up? Viral Beats. What's going on? Cool Dog Love. What's up? Julian. What's up? I'm trying to see if I can do this a little better. Let's see. Check it out. All right, good. I can put this over here. My iPad is not working on YouTube right now, so I have to look over here. I wish I could be right here, but I have to look over here. So hey everybody. Matt Z, welcome back. Glad you're safely returned to your home. Yes. Literally, like, just almost everyone sort of around me it's hit them. Not my like mom or whatever. I'll probably ask my sister actually like tomorrow how her family's doing. But yeah, hopefully not my parents because y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want it. Yeah, if you don't get it, good for y'all. How are you feeling, Catherine? Where are you at? What percentage? I feel like I just asked people percentages once they had it because it can be a little lingery. We do have an agenda. Check the agenda. Chat more. The thing behind me. And then, I can review the Moogerfooger plugins because I have them and I have used them actually. So I can give a short review because I'm not going to do a plugin. And, I'll talk about DIY stuff. We know what we're doing. Agenda page. Oof. I feel like that could be just as bad. Sinus things are really annoying. Okay, good. 75%. Yeah, I feel like it's like this. It's like a wave. I was like good enough, and then I was back down. So, keeping hydrated and keeping those vitamins, make sure we're good. Make sure we're good. Yeah. I've actually, just because I've been doing the Halloween music for the special, I've been doing a bunch of sequencing. I've had a chance to kind of test them out, and for the price, I'll say for the price. See, I don't know. We'll talk about it. I'll be more comprehensive because someone actually asked me about it. A lot of people commented since the video's been out on my Moogerfooger video. So, I mean, I think Moog could but I also think, like, at least what I've been told, it's a logistics issue, so they can't apparently. So, wow, my iPad's really slow right now. Anyways, so before we talk about Halloween stuff, the light is now here, which I think is a little bit more moody. I kind of like it. It's a bit more feels a little more natural, you know, because that's where a light would be at home. So a little bit more moody. I like that. And the new setup behind me, the new synthesizer camera. I bought this stand from Perfect Circuit, of course, the other day, because I was just tired of this whole setup over here. You guys can't tell, but this is like a wall divider thing in my other room. And so it separates stuff over there. But like the office area here has... The way I was just hooking stuff up was like, it was annoying and jank. This is now permanent. You can see I have like a nice little thing here, camera here. Everything's like nice and permanent. So a lot better. And I can light everything with one light. So this light does everything now. So, and I can do this light from my phone, which makes it even better. So, you know, I don't have to really do anything to set up anymore. If I just want things to happen over here, I can just turn it off. We can have a very moody live stream. So, efficiency, right? I've gotten a lot more efficient with everything, which is good. So, you know, everything's good. There was shooting in my neighborhood today. That was good. If anybody was wondering how safe my neighborhood is, not very. Not very. You know, okay, so Matt says I only have the filter. I really like the filter plugin. So if I were to actually buy a pedal, I would definitely buy... I mean, obviously I personally don't want the delay. I think that's ridiculous, but the cluster flux and what is the other one? The Murph. Almost called it the Muff. The Murph and the low pass would be my go-to if I could buy them. So, yeah. Yeah. Literally, like, I'm not even going to talk about it, the whole shooting thing anymore. It was just crazy. It was just wild. Like, I'm talking broad daylight. Like, I'm talking, I'm seeing the guy doing it. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Sad. What's up, Nick? I'm sorry. You know? Although the police standoff edition, that was way more. Let's just say an actual shooting had less police cars than a standoff with a homeless tent. Both being horrible because, you know. And also, I don't know about in y'all's neighborhoods, but it's just started to get here. You know, we're talking about things that have nothing to do. But I think like my neighborhood just started to get the, like, I think they call it like blues, like fentanyl, like the blues drug or something. So, yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting, like, you know, and I'm not, me personally, I don't obviously, well, not obviously, but I don't use drugs. And I'm also someone who's like, I understand how difficult it must be to be in that state of being. But it's just a little bit scary, you know, like, you know, feel really bad if you're, heavily into, you know, street fentanyl stuff. Like, it's pretty pretty heavy, man. So, well, I mean, the homeless tents around here are very, let's just say, you don't know what's happening. A lot of machete attacks in the neighborhood in the past, I'll say, year and a half. So it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, let's talk about positive things. So, obviously, the Uno Synth Pro is the synthesizer for the Halloween special. And I had to like contemplate this because, you know, I have a policy where if I can't do something if a company sends it, but I felt as if I had done the Uno Synth originally, so the Uno Synth Pro was good because it's going to make sense. Okay. That said, I went and purchased an entirely another Uno Synth Pro, so with my own money, so that it remains that my money's on the line for the review unit. Also, at the price of the Uno Synth Pro, it's so cheap. It wasn't a heavy buy. It was only $270 or something. So yes, the Uno Synth Pro is this year's Halloween special synthesizer. And yes, I have purchased a second one. So I don't know, it's a philosophy thing. So there we are. Oh, that'd be cool. Obviously, I don't think you can, not in the way of like a poly chain. I guess I haven't had a lot of, so since I've been using it a lot more extensively, I guess I'm not like super familiar with paraphonic synthesizers. I don't own any paraphonic synthesizers except the Uno Synth Pro. And I didn't I've used it for like 2 years now. It's been out for like 2 years. And obviously I've used it on stream a few times, but like when making the music for it, I found it actually challenging because I know it's going to sound stupid, but it shares obviously the envelopes with every voice. So I guess I forgot how paraphonic synthesizers worked. And I was it was just a little bit, yeah. Yeah, Bauer, so when I went to purchase the second one, I thought that actually, I don't remember, but I thought that the Uno Synth Pro was going to be like $400. So I was going and buying it, and when I saw it was $269, it even changed my personal feeling about it even more. The original Uno Synth that was just I guess the original Uno Synth was a mono, a monophonic. I mean, it's not as bad as the Uno Synth drum, but wow. I have to really rewatch that review, but I really did not. I don't remember really liking it at all. A lot of things about it. Made in the interface. But yeah, I've just been using it and it is really at close to $200. Oh man, it's really good. It's really good. It's really good. Yes, I don't mind. I mean, it's just something I've never done before, and I just didn't feel, shoot, I show the stinking receipts in my Halloween special video for I don't know, it's been since 2017. So, why stop now? And also, it was under the price of my rule, which is I'm not going to just buy anything over $500 to make a video when the video's going to it doesn't make sense to do that. But $269 for what it is. I think, you know, and I know it's like sort of nitpicky because me just being me, this was the only takeaway that I thought was my issue, was just when doing the music was so involved that I needed sort of to not have that paraphonic thing. If it were polyphonic, it would be like so amazing. So, but you know, what can you do for the price? I want to hear everything bad about it. I mean, I haven't like really sat down and because that's always the last part that I do. I like do everything else, and then I like, because I find things that come up while filming the review as well. So, you know, I wait until like the very end, and then I write the script, which is a good way of me sort of it like reflects on everything, because I have to do everything all over again. Like I have to think about, how do you do the sequencer? How do you, you know, the arpeggiator, the menus? Like I have to redo everything. So it gives me this like big refresher to like, not just remember how I felt about it over the last like long period of time, but like really like saying like, okay, I'm like a newbie again. I'm making a sequence. Like, is this obnoxious? Oh, how are the effects? Like, is this, you know, are there glitches? You know, like initially there was a lot of glitches. I didn't like a lot of stuff, but you know, they've updated the firmware many times since then. So and to think about price going down, features going up, that's like pretty good. And it kind of stands out, right? What else is 3 voices at close to $250? That's analog with multiple analog filters, because it technically has 2 in series, or you know, whatever. 3 voices. I mean, technically it to me goes really like head to head with the Micro Freak, because they're very similar. Touch plates, 3 voices, analog filters. So they're very similar. They're very comparable. Very comparable. Okay. Let's jump into the Uno synth over here, which is awesome because now I can just reach it and I don't have to do a bunch of stuff. Finally. So yeah. Oh wait, good. Hold on. We have my iPad now, so it's a lot better right now. I can actually, I bet it's gonna be stupid. I really hope it's logged into my account. Oh, it's probably not, is it? Anyways, I'm not gonna wait for my iOS 16 stupid thing to load, so forget it. All right, hold on. Let's pull up some volume here. All right. So this is so much better. See, check out my back. Check out how much better. I mean, it's not better in a way, but I can have like the mic, and it's like so much better this way. I don't have to move a billion things, and it's like it's right there. Look at my back. Anyway, the touch plate was like the one thing I realized the firmware made a lot better. Let's turn it down a little bit. So yeah. I think like one of the things I was not, I mean, obviously I've used it. It's been like 2 years. Can someone look at when this came out? Look up when the Synth Pro came out. I know, I'm going to need tinier hands. If only I would have made that part of the skit this year. Anyway, so Viral, how do they feel? I mean, it's like literally a random touch plate, but for some reason, I can't remember how the interface was with the keys on the Synth, but like making it a typical traditional keyboard people are used to looking at is just so much easier. Obviously, I think the best way to always check something is... Also, I'm playing with my left hand, so let's accept that it's that good and I'm playing with my left hand. And I'm not a very strong left-hand player on a touch plate. Okay, so it came out in 2021. I forgot when it came. I forgot what month, but it feels like it came out like spring 2021. Don't remember exactly. So I guess I forgot, like, as I was using it and remembering it, there's a lot of stuff I don't use a lot. Like, I don't really use the matrix. And I guess, you know, I use the filter envelope, but that's something that I wish was a lot more. Like, I want to point out one thing that was like not easy to get to. So you could see, you can go into the filter envelope and like do all this stuff. But some of the stuff is super easy to get to. I like how quick the oscillators are, obviously. You can like change oscillators to triangles, which I like to do. Because I like the sound of triangles. And you have like your... Just the way it's laid out is like very... it's I don't know why, but just going back and revisiting it showed me how strong it is as a sort of a very advanced beginner synth. Like, you can do your oscillators, you can change all your oscillators super fast. And then you can immediately go to the mixer, which is like the next level, and turn things off and turn things up, which is super cool. And then it's like just the way in which you would do things. Then you can pull your filters. Your filters are on, you can go back and forth between your two filters on one button, which is super cool. And you have them both here, resonance, and like that was an issue. They didn't have the stupid filters on the Uno Synth original. I wish I had my microphone stands in the way, so I'm not going to play with my right hand. Let's see, I'll move this up real quick. So, and then of course you can select if you want this cut off one place, your other foot, and then you can select the modes over here. You can have 2-pole and 4-pole series, and of course parallel. And just the way it works, just the way it goes, and the layout. I don't know. It's strange that it's better than I remember as I revisited it. I just the way you select the voice select, just the things you press to go back to things. It's just like actually way like, and then not to like take away having the CV, like it is very fully featured with like, see, I can like do this so much faster now. You can get all the CV that you would want from something. I mean, I wish it had real keys, but like the sort of price that you pay. So the knobs are, I mean, the... What's up, Charity to the Living? So, yeah, and good point. Sorry. Yes, I also saw that the big one got a drop in price, and the price is a substantial drop. What is it, Matt? Is it like 3 something? I think I saw it when I was buying it. It was 3. It was like 3. I think it was only $100 more than the Uno Synth this desktop version. Yeah, I don't remember, but I feel like it was so cheap. It was, you know, kind of incredible where it was at versus what I thought it used to be at, which was like $600. I think it was like almost half price or something. So yeah, I liked, okay. So also I feel like there's a lot of things I don't use, like song, arpeggiator. I don't really use, but going between like the voice selection, super easy, like whatever you want it to be, mono, legato, paraphonic, which I actually am glad that they included not just mono and paraphonic. The legato is actually like very useful for, you know, like those bass sounds, you know. All right, where's my filter? We're gonna go 4-pull. We're gonna, oops, I'm on a high pass. We're gonna go 2-pull. Then we're gonna turn effects off. And it's so easy, just like effects are, you have other effects, but these are right here, which is smart. So a good choice. Okay, so it's like $4.99 now. That's I honestly thought that the $6.99 intro price was like way too much. Like, not to poo-poo on IK Multimedia because I think they're cool people and stuff, but I thought $6.99 for what essentially was this with just a keyboard, which the keyboard is really good, just was, I think, and I'm not even reviewing that other version because I don't think that that's where the value's at. $269, $270 is what it really, in my opinion, is about. I think it's a good synth, but I think because it's not polyphonic, it takes away the want of keys for me. So, but you know, what do I know? What do I know? I think when it hits like 400, it's a thought. But what's the Mini Freak at? Because to me, the big, not even that they're close. It's just I would always go Mini Freak over this on a keyboard version. So what's the Mini Freak at? Is that 600? 500 or 600? I don't know. I mean, it is good for pads. I like this one. It has some really good pads. I don't know if we can. No, which pad did I like? Yeah, that's fine. Now, you can't really do a very good job of playing. Just the way fingers are, it's kind of not super easy to do, you know, things like that. So, $599, $600, $5 or $600 for the Mini Freak. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go Mini Freak over this. If I mean not this, but if we're talking 500 for the desktop version of this, like that becomes the competition for people's money. I feel like because. Sure, I guess people want analog, like I guess, but like 3 voices, paraphonic, like there's only so far you get with the keyboard version. So this, and it's going to keep dropping. Eventually, it's going to be $200, which at that point, it's like, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Jorb, what's good? Jorb, did you use the dongle on the new video? It's so hard. I'm sitting down, so I can't really see what I'm playing. Yay, good. I just wanted to see if it was working. I make sure like Ricky T. I didn't give Ricky Tinez like the code for the dongle I gave you. Ricky owes me so much money for those dongles, those keys. Yeah, Jorb, you did a video. Oh yeah, you did the video on the turntable from Teenage Engineering. How was that performing? I was actually wondering. I thought you did like a thumbnail switch, and did you do a thumbnail switch on it? I didn't know how it was performing. And let us all know now in YouTube chat. I like a lot of the basses too. Like I feel like it's a ooh, this was good. I think I tried the brassy pad. No. Well, the brassy pad is good. Kind of hard to do a good like well, let's see. That's good. I'm just trying to play. Let's see. Performance is middling. I'll swap the thumb. Oh yeah. I saw like, I mean, I like how on YouTube, Jordan, I like how on YouTube when you do when it's the only place where if you get a 10 out of 10, it's a bad thing. All right, let's try that again. Well, I can try it. Play. Okay, well, look, that's what happens. Can't do what I can't do. I just thought it would do the everything about it seemed intriguing. So sometimes it's just weird like that. Like I thought that the title and everything was like very solid because I thought people would be interested in like that. Oh, I like the keys here, except obviously it's paraphonic. Anyway. Oh, I like this. This was good. I like the string machine. I actually use this a lot in making the music for the video. Like it's got a very nice stringy kind of a sound to it, in my opinion. obviously the it's cool because you can get into the effects super quick. Like check how quick I got into that. Like, see, you can just like. Are we talking about the Malevolent? I know that yeah, it's actually like really good as like just I was going through because I use presets and when I found that string patch, I was like really impressed. Obviously that, but just the modulation and everything is really nice. You can also get things really, really, really juicy out of it. See what the preset of Good Guy lead. That's going to be our background music for the rest of the stream. Yeah. So, ow, sorry, y'all. All right, so randomly, quick review of the Moogerfoogers. I believe Matt Z brought up that the only one that he has left of the Moogerfoogers is the low pass filter. And I've used only, because it's all I had use for, I used the low pass filter and I used the phaser. And I think I'll say the same thing applied to these Moogerfooger plugins as I felt applies to a lot of hardware in general. The sound is there. Does it sound exactly like the phaser is so just the you know how phaser works? It's so like rich and juicy almost, the sound of a phaser, that there's a lot of like content that you can harmonically like take away from something. Sorry. So the phaser sounds like 90% of the hardware. but it sounds like the 2D version of the 3D version of the pedal. Like even the pedal, the plugin in stereo, which the plugin has stereo for everything. So that's like that's a huge advantage when you're like, oh, it's like it, you know, if it's not as good sound wise, but you don't have stereo on the pedals. So the pedal's like 90% of the way there, with the caveat that it sounds like a 2D version of something versus a 3D version, which is the pedal. The pedal in mono sounds better, at least the phaser, than the plugin in stereo. So it's weird, but that's just how it is. And the low pass filter plugin, I don't know if Matsy can vouch for this, the low pass filter. But just adding it to like something. So I just slapped it onto, you know, some tracks from different things I was using. Really just like add something buttery smooth to the top end. It tames any harshness in a sound source. So if I could get a low pass pedal, I would definitely get a low pass pedal. I don't know what it would be on, but it just adds something. It just adds something good. You know, I am using the plugins in Cubase, Julian. There is one thing that here's the reason why I'm not doing a video yet, is because I have to actually ask Moog this question. The plugins themselves are not resizable. And on a 4K monitor, I tried. I'm not lying. I have tried. I know where the plugin goes to resize for Waves plugins, or when you want to resize soft tube plugins. I know where that's at. I looked on the Moog plugins like over and over and over for a resize window. I can't find it. So at this distance, the monitor's like here, right? Just imagine the guitar is where my monitor is, but this way. It's too small. Like I'm doing this. Like I have to do this. Like the plugins are fine on a 1080p monitor, but on a 4K monitor without resizing, in my opinion, it's too small. And I can show you. I can open Cubase. So I will actually. Now, it's going to take 8 years for it to open, but, you know, it's doing it now. So I can show you what we're talking about. So anyways, we will all see how difficult my life is trying to resize these. And yeah, I think here's my personal opinion. I can't say for sure because I don't know things like that, but there were Moogerfooger plugins for Pro Tools many years ago, for a long time. And I believe that these plugins are just repurposed versions of those old plugins, which is why, of course, they wouldn't have resize available, because most plugins in those times, you know, didn't have resize. So I'm just gonna open just gonna open an empty session real quick. Not the Halloween score part 2, but Moog test. You guys let me know if you can see this okay. Let me know if y'all can see this okay. So I don't know. I just type in filter usually and it pops up. All right. So I'm trying to give an accurate. So let me know if you guys see that. I'm not watching the window right now. So let me know if you could see them real quick. Oh, I know. Hold on. I'm going to move this window. So anyways, okay. I'm going to assume you can see this. This is the filter. And, you know, cluster flux here. I don't know why. Okay, I'll just assume that's fine. And here's the delay. All right. So typically in a plugin for, so let me just also open let me open Waves. Oh God. I don't really want to open a Waves plugin right now. It's going to be so bad. Let's open a Softtube plugin. Because it will open fast. All right. Softtube plugin, right? Like you can how do you, okay. Let me remember how to do this on a Softtube plugin. Trying to remember how to do this on a Softtube plugin. All right, you know what? I'm gonna ruin my life and I'm gonna do this. So stand by for the next like 1 minute. All right, as this happens, we'll talk while it opens a entirely other ridiculous window. Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious to open a Waves plugin, and I hate Waves. So, oh, dang, why'd it open so fast? All right. Okay. So, can y'all see the Waves R base here? So let's see. I believe. Am I wrong? Have I done something? Okay, so I thought you could do things like bigger. Like this is good now, right? See how big that is? But like, am I missing something? Like, I looked. Like, I'm serious. Like I looked all over for how to resize this, and I just can't. So like, I'm trying to think of like other. Okay, I'm trying to think of other plugins that I like use that are like. Trying to think of like other plugins that I use that are like that. Anyways, you can tell from, so like trying to think of like other plugins that I use. Let's try the Renaissance EQ or something. Oh, is it gonna do it? Is it gonna make me wait a year? It's going to lock up everything while it does it because it's Waves. How do we stop Waves? Like how do we stop them? I just hate them so much. So like I can make it huge. But this I can't make huge. I don't know how. I'm going back to look at the chat if somebody can tell me how to make it huge. I've been looking, like the settings page. It's not here. This doesn't do it here. Like I've right clicked. That doesn't do it. The cool thing is now there's two things. You can click here and do this, so you can have the back, and then you can like right click and like you can change how all kinds of stuff is, which is really cool. So you have all of the like patching that you would want. That's really cool. But like it's too small. If I typically so I use frequency a lot as a plugin. So like even this, you can like, let me see. Maybe I don't use it with this very much. It's just too small. I think it's too small. It needs to be like a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Like just like that much bigger. Like this much bigger. I just feel like when I was seeing people using them, it was bigger than this. And if this is really the size, it's too small. It's too small. I also went to the manual because this is kind of cool. You can open the manual of these. And then I like searched for resize, but it's not there. So I have to assume I'm not the idiot. Right? Dang. Maybe new glasses. Wow. So yeah, I mean, they say that, yeah, I think it like, part of me feels like this is a redeployment of a legacy Pro Tools only plugin. Only due to the fact that I don't have the ability to do certain things that would be very normal. The size on a 1080p monitor is better, but just on a 4K resolution monitor, it's just not, to me, it is not the size that I would want to see. I also don't know what this does. I have no idea what this does. It's also not in the manual. So, yeah, I'm not going to make a, first off, I don't do plugin reviews, so I'm not going to, but there's a few things here. I don't even know why. I just don't get it. Does this mean always on top? Is that what that means? No, it can't mean that. It can't. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know what this does. Oh well. You know, why complain about something that, you know, it's just, you know, it could become ranty. So, you know, wow. You see, Trader, you see, if only we all could be resizable. I mean, technically, I guess surgery could, but be very expensive. Speaking of surgery, dental surgery is horrible. I mean, you know what's funny? I didn't realize this, but like a whole new genre of like synth YouTube and I don't know if I do it. I don't feel like I do, but there's like a whole new version of like music tech YouTubers where it's like the genre is like reaction videos. I never thought the day would come that music tech could react to things, and I watched many reaction videos from Av, and I mean, I think that like it's interesting that no one did do it, and that, I mean, I don't know if it's been happening and I've just been out of the loop, but Av did a pretty cool reaction to like a David Banter video, and I love David Banter. I think he's an amazing producer, very underrated. But then that got me to see like this guy named Weaver Beats, who's pretty cool. So yeah, I didn't know how that could be a thing, and somehow it was kind of invented, or it was, you know, it was just taken from other, you know, places and brought to music tech, which is pretty interesting. Surgery. No, I already had surgery. We're good. That better not happen again. Can't let that happen again. No. Yep, we're there. So yeah, and you know what's interesting? I think reaction videos are the best way to create content that is very watchable very quickly. Like, obviously I don't make enough YouTube videos to even be called like consistent content creator, but if I was, I would definitely try to add a reaction type thing into a, you know, repertoire, like Reaction Thursdays or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a good way to make, you know, you could spend 2 hours making a like 15-minute video if you did a reaction. Like, that's how fast I could probably do a reaction video and edit it. So I think it's good, you know? I like the YouTubers ranting about how YouTube is terrible, or gear people talking about how they hate gear and no one should buy anything. I mean, I don't, well, I think YouTube is great. I know it's weird, but I actually think YouTube is, when you think about all the features and things that they do, and like, I just sit back and do nothing and things get better. I know that things get worse in certain ways. The people hated the dislike button being gone, but like now it's like, if you really cared that much about the dislike button, you just get a plug-in or something for Chrome. And you know, like, it's just like very, like, I'm broadcasting to everyone right now from my house, and like, for free. I mean, in a way, they get money from me. Well, actually, they don't get any money because there's no ads, because I don't have monetization on this channel. So there it is. Yeah. Let's see. So I tried several times to find an upload cycle where I alternate one quick to produce, one long to produce. Yeah, I think that's like, that was how I did it. Jordan, 27. Okay. I don't want to admit the last time I actually tried super hard at YouTube, but it's probably like 2018 or 2017. I forget. But one of those years, that was exactly what I did, because it was a good strategy, where I made a review video, which was like very detailed, while at the same time I made 2 other videos related to that video. Like, so I have on my channel from a long time ago, like a top 5 features of like Voca FM, and then quick tips, Voca FM. Like I made 3 videos out of like one video, and then I could release them over a period of time. But then it was so burnt out. It was so hard. So, yeah. I made a joke to somebody. I said, I'm quiet quitting YouTube. If that's even a thing you can do. Yeah, they probably put ads on these too. I mean, I'm definitely not even close to getting monetized on this channel, but you know, I kind of don't care. So, I think that's the point. If I don't have it monetized, then it's like nothing can hurt, right? So, I'm sorry that all these comments are cut off. It's because YouTube doesn't make their own proprietary way of popping out chat. If they did, it would be better. So sorry, everybody's comments sort of get cut off. But the end of this comment is, I don't like that the algorithm drives the frequency and quality of content. And yeah, Julian, it's it's I mean, you kind of have to like, I don't even know, because I feel like me giving anyone like the I don't know, nobody cares. I think that in 2016 to 2018, YouTube for sure made me do specific things that I didn't want to do. And then especially starting in like 2019, it was like, you know, things just became very slow. And then this year, you know, put out like 8 videos. So yeah, I mean, but it's just like, you know, I don't know. I know how it works, so it's fun to just sort of, you know, my latest video, it's like it did a 10 out of 10, so bad. And it was like, that's good. Because like, I feel like in my personal, like as I look back on the channel, it's all about how it looks. Because who knows how long YouTube's going to go, right? Like, I'm uploading 4K videos to the largest video sharing platform from like one of the top 4 companies in the world. The idea that YouTube is going to go away is like, I've thought about it a lot, and I realize it's just an aggregator. And aggregators have a much longer lifespan than, say, social media, right? So it's not a social media site, it's an aggregator site. So I think, in my opinion, about what is my channel going to look like in 10 years? And in 10 years, it's like the video that did terrible now, it's like it lives in a good place quality-wise versus things that are going to just be, you know, if you just do what's the new and interesting thing, new and interesting obviously becomes yesterday's news a lot quicker than something that has a bit more substance to it. And for a long time, I definitely tried to do the new and interesting. And then 2018, 2019, I just stopped. So why do that? Why do that? I really wish I know this is, y'all don't see this, but I really wish YouTube would do a pop out chat proprietary thing so it was a lot easier, because I can't really do what I want to do here. Well, I could, maybe I'll try it again. I'll try it next week. considering doing a second channel for reactions for money, but where does that leave the music? I know, priorities. I mean, I planned on doing a lot more stuff in 2022 that I didn't do. And a lot of the stuff that I planned to do was music related. So, you know, I feel like if I do a good quality video, I get to put in a lot of music that I like or that I made. But releasing music it's weird. For me, a good video is like so much more, I don't know how to say, like, valuable, because I like video, because video includes so many like levels of storytelling, and then also in the video you get to put music, so there's a lot of layers to a video that are more fulfilling than music. But music is like, a video is like putting out a book. Oh, here's what I'll say. For me, putting out a good video or putting out a piece of video content in general is like writing a fictional book, right? Like you put in a lot of work and you made it up and you gave it to the world. But putting out music is like putting out a book of poetry. That's the difference. They're both books. They're both pieces of work that you wrote. But one is intrinsically very, very different. And it's not that the poetry book means more. It's just the poetry book means something different. And that's how I feel about it. So, and thus, you know, putting out a fictional book, you can pull a lot of thoughts from different places and a lot of ideas. Poetry and music, you're pulling from purely emotion. So you can't just like, it's like if someone's like, oh, just do music. It's just like, no, you can't just do it. You know? So it creates a hard, it's just different. It's one I can tell someone, here's a timeline. Like, unless someone's just hiring me to do music, I'm talking like making a song I want to make. Making a video I want to make, I can literally say, oh, it'll take me this long. Making a song I want to make, I can never tell somebody how long that's going to take. So, you know. And yeah, shout out Curtis King. There's so many parts, like you said. You enjoy editing videos, but editing content not so much. Yeah, editing music videos and stuff is very different than, like, I truly, like, I wrote to Lupop like last week. I said I really appreciate, and he knows this because we've talked, but I realized after so much time, I really appreciate people like Lupop who do the work that I just don't want to do, but that is necessary so that when people ask me things, I can reference someone who did it. I'm not going to sit there and do a hour-long video about a new piece of hardware because I just can't even, like, if I had hair that I would tear out, but I can't because, you know, I have really great hair. But if I would tear out hair, making a video with a piece of new equipment that I just got and then making it comprehensive it would be too much. It'd burn out. But the fact that he does it is a service, and I appreciate it. This is going to get cut off, but I'm going to cite this because I'll just read it because Catherine made a good point. I'd like to make YouTube videos, but I have zero idea what I'd even do. And I feel like I wouldn't be doing them entirely because it's fun. And if it's for profit or clout, I simply won't do it. And yeah, that's I think when I think about you know, I think like in the early days, you know, before Lupop was making videos, let's put it like that. Before Lupop was making videos and the time of the Wild Wild West of YouTubing, like I made a video about this was 2017, the Rev 2, the Prophet Rev 2. And that video is the longest video on this channel, I guess. It's like 25 minutes long. When I did that review, and it's not even very good. Like it was trying to be funny, and then like when I look back on that video now, it's really like half like terrible because I hated making every part of that video that was like me trying to explain something. And even when I tried to explain it, it wasn't even deep enough that the video should exist, right? It's so shallow that when I finished doing that review, as I sent back the Rev 2 to, you know, Dave Smith Instruments, I literally said to myself, I will never do a video on something that deep ever again. It was so painful to have to do that. And, you know, if it's not fun, why? And then, you know, when you really look at the revenue of something that is like, when you think about a Lupop video that's an hour long and it's literally like a video manual, and he definitely, I mean, I don't know if he doesn't run it by the company. I would think he would for technical errors, like because it stands so long to be the you know, the video manual of something. Like there's no amount of like revenue that you'd pull from a single video to make that worth it. It just, there's no way. Like it's not feasible. So yeah. And then to separate yourself to do something different, like what isn't being done? Like once, you know, you think about something like even Weaver Beats, right? Weaver Beats is a fairly new channel that's come up a lot. He's doing something nobody else was doing, but he slotted into something and found his own thing. Like if someone were to ask me like, hey, you know, what should I do? I'd be like, I don't know. Don't do comprehensive videos. Lupop's doing that. Don't do, I don't know. Don't do like fun gear hunt find videos. Jorb's doing that. So it's hard. Oh, it's really hard. Yeah. But it's interesting. I actually found somebody on YouTube who I really liked who was, she's just making, I forgot her name. I don't know if I can find her. Let me see if I can find her real quick. I hope I can find her. Maybe not. See, this is what you get for not subscribing to people. I messed up. I didn't subscribe to her. She makes like cool synth videos. Oh well. I'll find her eventually. It's not Heyman, but plug-in police. Is that a thing? I think he does that, right? Weaver Beast says like plug-in police. Oh god, yeah. I the thing is, like, in Jorby, you say like breaking out is even tougher. It's like when I looked around at, so lots of things I did got filled in by other people, and that made me change more what I was doing, because like it's not really easy for me to do something other people have done, because I'm a person who sort of does look at what other people do, and you know, the saying goes, comparison is the thief of joy. So like when a company like releases the Mini Freak, and then people ask me immediately when it's released, like, hey, what do you like? Did you get a Mini Freak? Like, what do you think of the Mini Freak? Like, and then I'm sort of like, it'd be cool to get a Mini Freak, but Lord God, I'm not going to make a video on the Mini Freak. Like, that would be just not something I would want to do. But then I also realize you play the game of like, first dibs gets tons of views. So if you're about views, you want to do the new thing. But then you realize in the back of your head that you also just get views because it's the new thing. And then when I think of that and internalize that, like, oh, people are just here because it's new, it starts to sort of take away what I want to do from it, right? And so, you know, the niche is like the thing that like no one's doing. Finding that is really hard. And then finding a way to do that. Like, think, if you go niche, you're going smaller and smaller and smaller, but then you also have to find people who want to see something that's that small. So that's hard. Espencraft. Why do I know that? Oh, what's up, Rainbow Mask? What's going on? How much money would I make if I made a plugin that just resizes other plugins? You know, probably, like, if you could do it in a way where it took in... Now, I think it'd be hard because you'd have to like resample every image in real time. But if you could, you know, because there's all these GUI like layers, there are some plugins that just don't resize, and I am annoyed by that. So you could probably do good. And even you could do good licensing it to other companies who don't want to hire back the people who did all the artwork and stuff to upscale their, you know, all their stuff. Hey. Art? What are you talking about? They didn't tell me I could make art. They just said content. I don't know what that is. And I remember... No, I don't remember the 80s now. This is true. I don't know anything about the 80s. I liked the music that they made. That was fun. I heard it. Thriller. I mean, I guess that's what's going on for 3 more minutes until 10:30. So many photos have been taken. So much stop motion. I probably took, for the stop motion this year, I have no idea. I think like typically it's like about, I don't even know. It's hundreds and hundreds of photos for the stop motion. I did extra stop motion this year, so, you know. Oh yeah, thanks, Julian. We'll get back to that as soon as the Halloween special is over. I will, and you know, just because I was sick, I just didn't have any energy. But I'll have energy now. Espencraft. Well, let me look. I feel like I know that name, and I'm like blanking.
Hi, I'm Espencraft.
Is Espen Craft? No. Okay, I'm thinking of it. I feel like I'm... hold on. Was it Espen Craft? Anyways. I'll just say it wasn't Espen Craft. But I got in trouble for using some footage of someone's. It's hard in the US. You can just fair use everything, but no. You got to be careful. Because here's the thing. You can fair use everybody's things, but everybody doesn't want you to fair use their stuff. So you always got to ask. And I've learned to be better about asking before I use somebody's stuff. Even though you totally can. It's just... You want to make people your friends, not your enemies. That's my personal opinion. Yeah, Catherine, I know. Sometimes I just forget that, like... Well, okay, here's what actually happens behind the scenes of the midweek melodies. When I do one, it's literally like I set up everything and I make like whatever I'm making and I start. And I just do one take, and it is as long as it is before. So just so everyone knows, the midweek melody is literally up to the point in which I make a mistake. So right after where the video ends is where I flub like a key or a chord thing or whatever. So the videos are always exactly as long as I can play perfectly. And no longer. And I just because it's supposed to be just like a like one take thing, not like me sitting there a billion times thinking of something. It's just supposed to be like sitting there thinking of like, okay, this is the key and this is what I'm gonna play, and then so you know, music track JP. Heck yeah. He's a goat. He's the goat. I know. See, that's the truth. That's the truth. It's literally just... Because also, I don't know. I feel like it's supposed to be a... Like, if Jorb was here, he would talk about... They talk about a good strategy is like batching stuff. So like you're supposed to do like 10 videos in one day and change shirts and then upload them over the next 10 weeks, whatever. So for like midweek melodies, like it's supposed to be like me revisiting something without like conscious like thought of like, oh, like let me make sure that let me do 10 in a row. It's like, it's supposed to be like very, like I'm just sitting down and we'll see what happens. So. Yeah. And you know, I think like Jorb can speak to this, but like, music track. So, okay, YouTube's weird. I sit back and I think I remember in 2018, I remember thinking I wanted to get 100,000 subscribers. And then, I don't know what changed, but it was just like, I was just happy doing what I was doing. And then the number never mattered. And then I realized, like, especially now, the number doesn't matter anymore. And so everything's sort of like, unless you want the certificate or, you know, the plaque, it just doesn't matter. Like, and so especially for someone like Music Track JP, like, he's probably put like, obviously it's not in English, but you know, most people would prefer that it wasn't in English because they just want to sort of do the no talking thing, right? So yeah, in a language you don't understand is as close to no talking as it gets. But like, will Music Track JP ever hit 100,000 subscribers? I mean, come on, no. Like, maybe, but his channel is far more valuable in the world of like synthesizers than mine ever would be, because I do so many different things, storytelling and things that are just totally not synth related, that it's like, would I ever say Music Track JP is not like the GOAT? Like, between Music Track JP and Jexus, in my opinion, those are the GOATs of synth YouTube, not me or Alex Ball or Loopop. Like, no, like Music Track JP and Jexus are like the GOATs in their different ways. Jexus for the breadth of synthesizers he's done, but in an avant-garde artistic way. Music Track JP in the breadth of synthesizers, but in a very methodical kind of way. You know? He's just showing, yeah. God. I'm at the point where I keep going no real numbers goals. Yeah, and yeah, the views and stuff is very different now. I that was a great stream. That TMNT stream. They need to release more video games that I want to play. Then I can play more on stream. I mean, yeah, I just don't know how you get better than like the old, like Music Track and Jexus are like on the two opposite sides, but like as pillars of like do it like, and here's why I say doing it well. If you think back to like how Jexus was doing it at the time, nobody's even doing that type of like high level, like putting, you know, after me talking to Jexus about like how he did it back in the day, I'm thinking to myself, this guy is insane. Like the amount of work he put in for nothing at that time. Like people talk about, I'm putting in so much work. It's like the dude's cutting up like VHS like tapes. It's just ridiculous. So, you know. Well, you know, I'm going to play The Last Medic. Once The Last Medic comes out on Steam. I don't know if The Last Medic is out on Steam, because let's see. No. The Last Medic is still not out on Steam, but eventually Once Upon a Synth will release it, and it will be done. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my night. I'm also upset that I don't know how to say, but Dr. Disrespect streams Apex Legends now, and I don't particularly like to watch streams of Apex Legends. I know nobody wants to hear me complain about this, but I'm really looking forward to Modern Warfare 2 live streams once they get the Battle Royale going. So I'm hoping Dr. Disrespect will get back to playing Modern Warfare 2 when that comes out, because I used to spend hours watching Doc play Modern Warfare 2. Very relaxing for me. But yeah. That's what happens. I understand also when the YouTuber you like doesn't do what you want. So, oh yeah. I'm going to leave it off with this comment from Catherine. If I could make anything, I'd make Jexa style videos with Eurorack. And chroma key the video live with LZX modules. That's my dream. If I could afford it or get people to donate modules, I'd do it. Yeah, I mean, I know how it's interesting I know how Jexus did it back in the day. It was cool because like no one knew how he did it. Then when I found out how he did do it, I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe he actually did that." Because it's so like what person would go through that much effort to make a video? Like, it's insane. Truly labor of love, or a labor of obsession. I thought it was like some plugin, and then to know that he's doing it all manually, I'm just like, oh my God. To look at those sessions, the pictures of the sessions he sent me, insane. Anyway, we out. Next time you see me, it will be the Halloween special. So, everyone, prepare for hopefully a very good Halloween special this year. I will be editing all weekend. And yeah, as always, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I will see everybody on next Thursday. But before that, on Monday, everybody will see my face reviewing the exact same thing that's back here on Monday. So yeah, thank y'all for coming. Jorb, thanks for stopping in. I know it's late in Iowa, so you know. Shout out Wagyu for dropping this in. Yes. Just insane. It's just insane. All right, see y'all next week. Bye-bye.